Hello everyone. It is another update to my daily rant of my journey. It has definitely been a long day mentally, physically, and emotionally. Definitely hit one of the more tighter spots, but I did manage to pull through. Was able to wake up early enough in the morning that I was working on a project of mine as well as reading and learning more about habits and just keeping myself awake and pushing through. I did fall asleep a little bit before going to work, but I've kept moving for the most part. Been working on that project that I sent a link. Well, the link is in the description of the idea of the project that I wanted to share with you guys for October. If you still haven't seen that, the link should be in the description below, and it is connected to my more personal Instagram, but the actual sneak peek of one of my projects is in my more professional Instagram, because I didn't want to try to move all the stuff that I was working on in my personal out there. And I just thought, I was like, you know what, since I did that project, why not just make a more business one and start posting stuff like that on there. So that is what I did. But the only way to learn is to do it. If it doesn't work out, I can learn what didn't work out, improve it, and try again, because that's a whole part of the learning process. It has definitely been one of the more longer days. I can tell I'm not used to talking a lot and raising my voice as much, so it's been one of those long days where I am definitely sore. But I'm still not gonna let that control, because I'm doing this video because I need to keep reminding myself to keep moving forward and not slip back into my old habits. And so far I've been encouraged by my lovely partner to keep going, and it has helped me, since I've always done my best to be there for him and to be his support. He is being mine while I'm doing this, and I just want to share things that I love and the journey, the things that I have been through and overcome. And if it inspires anyone to go after their dream and do what they've always wanted to do, awesome. If they relate to it and find any of the topics I'll be talking about helpful or learn something new. I'm glad, because to me, I was never taught much or had someone that I related closely to that is going through what I am doing now. So in a ways, I'm doing this for my inner child that never really had that much support, and just going after it, because I'm not gonna listen to anyone else telling me what I should or shouldn't do, because it is my life. I'm the one that makes the decisions. I'm the one that deal with the consequences of each of my actions, because every action has a consequence, whether it's a good consequence or a bad consequence. Though not a lot of people have really recognized that. That is what I have learned, that every consequence is connected to an action, whether we chose to do something good or something bad. And it goes to anything from school, work, personal life choice, whether or not to be eating a sugary cookie, even though that is not as good as a sandwich or something. I am currently just speaking out things because I am doing this to encourage myself to speak my mind, because I would lock it away. And in doing so, I would never express myself. I would just hide it away because I wasn't important. And I had to take care of other people and worry about their needs and their wants until recently. And I've been on that kind of path for about a year now, trying to work on myself and let go of those thoughts and feelings that are weighing me down from what other people have said, or thinking that it is wrong to let my guard down, to talk about how I feel. I thought I would be judged and that it was wrong because of how it was for me. I felt like I had to always be looking out for others, and that's what I've done. I've always helped others, done service for them until I couldn't take anymore, but I would still do it, even though I had nothing left in me. And I didn't really have much in me to begin with. I had low self-confidence, self-love for myself. There was a lot of things that I didn't do for myself that is healthy, but I considered it that it wasn't, until I decided to change that. So, in result of that, I still need to work on saying the word no. Because whenever someone would talk to me and asking for help, all of that, which ended up me doing a whole lot more extra work than I should have, knowing my limits, I would give in and say yes. And it was becoming unhealthy for me. So that is why, another reason why I am doing this, recording videos and all of that, to be my own personal motivator, to continue encouraging myself that it's like, I have your back. Wherever you go, wherever you need, I have your back. Now take that action and move forward. Learn as you go. Don't try to figure everything out at once, because even with all of that, you're never really going to start. You're just going to continue going in a deep spiral, in a rabbit hole, trying to understand knowledge, because it goes from one topic to expand to another topic, and then another topic, and it just keeps going and going. The best way to go about it, for me, is to just start doing it. And if I want to learn things to improve, then I'll start doing that little by little. Which is why, for the most part, I don't really do much with my videos. They don't have a fancy cover that interests people yet. It doesn't have much editing skills because I don't have those skills yet. But the only way to learn it is to actually start doing it. A lot of people turn towards social media nowadays, so I decided this is a better course of action to start sharing what I have learned, my story, and what I want to do out there, better than trying to do it all in person. Because you could only get so many people in person nowadays. A lot of them go on technology and record videos, and a lot of them always start with their phone. All YouTubers at the beginning had to start from somewhere. They didn't magically get to where they were now. They worked on it. Started at the very beginning, unsure of how to do stuff, but in time they learned, they grew, and implemented the new changes to make even better improvements to make the best video possible. I am not at there yet, and my audience is different. This isn't more entertainment. It's more sharing knowledge and sharing a story that connects people. Because we don't have a lot of people we connect to nowadays. We're stuck in solitude and rely on social media just to get that dopamine effect. But it's not the same when you can connect to someone, relate to someone, as well as finding someone that you can relate to in person and meet them in person. We are very social creatures. It's how we are. We do a lot better in social places, unless you're one of those very rare few, but that is also a choice. But whatever all is that, for the most part, we are very social people, even us shy ones. We still seek that connection. But we first, well, how I did it, I would observe people, see what they do, how they act, and kind of go through and it's like, okay, I probably won't go to this person because I don't act this way and I'm not interested in that way. And I had to see if they made a connection with me, that I had a understanding with them. And when I don't, I didn't really socialize. And that was one of my challenges. It was hard to make that impressional conversation, that the first conversation you have with someone should kind of leave a bit of your fingerprint, that as they go along with their day, they're like, oh yeah, I talked to this person, they seem pretty nice, I like the way they approach, the way they talked, or something like that, that piques their interest, and then they reach out and continue chatting, and you start building a friendship bond of some sort. And everyone is different. I'm just saying on how it's been for me. I'm still not that great in social places, in big crowded areas. I'm more sensitive depending on how loud the noise is and the amount of people, and letting my anxiety take over instead of facing that worriedness and just take the step forward. I know we all need to be cautious because we never know who the people are. But as I said earlier, every action has a consequence. So no matter what you do, there will always be a consequence of what you choose to do or not to do. It's just up to you which one you're picking. That is all that I have for tonight's rant. Thank you so much for tuning in, for staying this long. I congratulate you if you made it this long and find my information useful, hopefully, or whatever you managed to stay this long for. But have a good rest of your days. Let's continue doing the work and be great. I'll see you in another video.